And then all the offseason drama started. But on the field, he left as good as ever. Deep drop here, and Brady fires in the middle. That's Evans to the 34-yard line. First down to Mike Evans. First and goal for the 5. Brady. Evans. Did he catch it? Yes, sir. Touchdown. Hard to beat in the air. Mike Evans.
This is pretty good. Watch this catch, just falling backwards, one-handed. But Mike, what happened was the Buccaneers were just bludgeoning the Cowboys defense.
Brady lost one, wide open as Evans. Now it's a one-on-one race down to the 30, and he's shoved out of bounds there, but a big one on third down as Mike Evans got open.
You just don't count this guy out.
The 36 looking deeper downfield, and on cue, there it is, Chris. And it is Evans taking it to the 34-yard line, a gain of 30. Brady with time to the end zone, to Evans, holds on. Great catch for the touchdown. 6 plays, 75 yards.
An end zone stud, and here they go, right down the middle of that split safety look. He knows he's going to get hit. He knows it. He doesn't care.
Excellent fundamentals there. Second and goal. Out of the gun. Brady looking. Evans brought it in. Great catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Just one-on-one against a rookie who is replacing another rookie in Trent McDuffie. I do a lot of deep thinking on this stuff.
Dude, Mike Evans will start flipping it back to Rachaad White. We'll go out of bounds to the 45 with 12 seconds remaining.
Pressure again, this time picked up, so Brady's got time. He wants Evans. Mike Evans pulls it in. Brady to throw again. Has Evans on the out this time against A.J. Terrell, setting up a 3rd and 2.
And now you can see how they can get methodical with you and just grind out the clock.
Corner blitz this time. It's picked up. Brady steps into one. What a shot. Evans breaks a tackle. Mike Evans inside the 5. 2nd and 10. Sets up to pass. Perfect strike, complete. There's his top target, Mike Evans, the 9-year vet, longest tenured Buccaneer on offense, and he picks up 20 and a first down. He was with Cleveland, then Cincinnati, and now Pittsburgh. 2nd and 10. To the outside, and there's Evans. He's going to be upended shy of the marker, and that'll bring up a 3rd and short.
Look at the rankings last season. Buccaneers, empty backfield on first down. Catch is made out at the 30-yard line by Evans. Bucs start from the 30-yard line as Brady throws. 13-yard pickup to number 13. 2nd down at 5. Fournette and White in the backfield. Brady fakes the handoff to Fournette. Now he throws wide open. It's Evans for a Tampa Bay first down in Panthers territory.
And they have that good connection for a first down.
18-yard pickup. And now Brady escaped. And he connects with Evans once again for a gain of 9. 4-0 with Tom Brady are the Bucs against the Panthers, trailing today. 2nd down and 9. Evans
Nice catch.
makes the catch in Panthers territory.
Boy, if the Ravens get off the field here, after that opening drive touchdown, they have really settled in, made some good adjustments.
Brady deep into coverage, and it's caught. Mike Evans into the Bucs bench he goes. So Tom goes long on a 3rd and 2, and they're out near midfield. 2nd and 10. Brady going deep and caught by Evans. Contested catch, beautiful grab, 12-yard line over Marlon Humphrey.
But Mike Evans, who's known for his ability to go downfield, Brady, just to be safe, uses his eyes to move that safety. Now he's got one-on-one. Gets the ball thrown to the inside from Julio.
To the outside again. Evans. In the pocket. Caught, but Evans is inbounds. That will be a first and goal. Get it up to the line quickly.
And looking on, injured in the first practice at training camp. What a loss, the center. And a complete pass on 3rd and 6 to Evans, but he was about a yard short.
Incredible job of trying to make it work, but
got a first down as Evans hauls it in front of Ramsey, who walks away shaking his head.
In sole possession going into their bye week. Tom Brady, play action, throws over the middle for Evans, and it's a nice grab for the all-time leader in receiving and so much more for the Bucs. And Rachaad White on 2nd and 9 to start the second quarter. Brady fakes and finds Evans. First down, out of bounds. Bucs move the chains. So far, so good for Tampa. Brady flips this one out to Evans. Slips trying to get a first down. Brings up 3rd and 2. Tariq Woolen on the stop. Inside Allianz Arena. Brady throws, and it is complete to Mike Evans.
Bucs start from the 20. Brady throws, wide open, Mike Evans for a Buccaneers first down.
Yeah, they've had a hard time getting him with just the one target, the one reception. He's had the biggest play of the game so far for the Bucs, 14 yards.
There he is, makes the grab, and a contested catch, and a beauty.
You can just find one piece of silver lining of otherwise what's been a bad day.
4th down, throw over the middle. There is Mike Evans, who makes the catch, has a first down, makes a move, and knocked out of bounds inside the 25. So finally, they come together.
Bosa lined up over here, and this back hit him. Look where Bosa lined up this time.
Other side. Brady lofting one. Evans, great catch. Mike Evans into 49ers territory. And that's a first down conversion.
But they haven't given up a 300-yard passer either, Jim.
Not the whole season.
The whole season. So they're good against the run, and they're good against the pass.
Here he is on 3rd and 8. And again, they're able to convert on 3rd down, and it's Mike Evans with the catch.
He knows what it is, the motion, man-to-man coming across, slant, something crossing quickly.
Tried to squeeze it in there to Evans. And Eli Apple's certain that that ball hit the ground, but the officials say otherwise.
2nd and 11. The completion on first down was Brady's first of the night. And this throw is Mike Evans to the 24-yard line, and that's it. That was whistled dead, so it'll be 3rd down. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Pressure comes, Brady gets rid of it. It is caught by Evans. First down for Mike at the 24-yard line. Antonio Hamilton covering Evans.
Here we go. They bring in pressure right up the middle with all 3 guys. Brady caught it. He checked it.
Fournette blocked it. Brady's sideline shot is caught by Evans. There's the timing you were looking for earlier. Right to the edge of field goal range at the 32-yard line.
Chin playing down there in that nickel spot. You see him there again.
Brady loading up, going deep. Evans is open. He's got it. In for the touchdown.
Well, we've said it a bunch of times. I don't care how many he drops or how many are incomplete. You have to continue to give one of your best players, one of the top receivers in the league, chances to do. Yeah, nice job here. You can see at the top, they're going to take Cade Otton. He's going to chip Brian Burns, so he's late to add. That leaves only 3 rushers. Tom Brady's got a ton of time. That's as fast and explosive as Mike Evans has looked, and a fan in the crowd, she just got her day made. Mike Evans giving a souvenir.
The fake. Brady over the middle. Oh, good catch. Mike Evans, go up and get it. First down inside the 25.
They're starting to get on the same page at the right time.
3rd down here. All day. Brady letting it fly. Evans is open again. He's got it. Evans inside the 10, and he scores. I think they're back.
For whatever reason, C.J. Henderson just kind of stops. I don't know what he's doing. He's up in press. carry him down the field. I'm not sure what would cause him to stop. And now Brady's got them huddled up. They're going to go for 2 here.
Panthers drop. Brady going deep. Evans again. He's got it. Number 3.
Brady knew right away he was going to Mike Evans here. Checks into the play. Straight man. And the Panthers, just regardless of who they put on him on the outside, they just do not have an answer today for Mike Evans, who's gone completely insane.
Pass is caught. First down. That's Evans. And Mike Evans to the 23.
If you have the time in the pocket, you can still get the ball down the field.
Here's a wide open Evans for a first down. And out of bounds at the 31.
I'd be lying if I said it felt like yesterday.
Brady, sideline, wide open is Evans and down on a knee. Another first down for Tampa Bay. Time the issue now, under 9 to go, at a 13-yard completion to Mike Evans. Maybe he's acting. As Brady airs it out, Evans again with a spinning catch, a beauty. I don't think Tom Brady knows what the next step is. Yeah, if he heard us right now, he'd be going, jeez, I can't even finish the game.
Oh, he knows.
Winning 31-6, completion to Mike Evans. Xavier Rhodes made the stop. They'll go for 2 here to make it a 17-point game, and a complete to Evans. And it's 31-14. As you watch the 2-point conversion, Brady has 123 passing touchdowns as a Buccaneer in 3 years.